Well, here we are at the beginning of a new year. And whenever a new year rolls around, I really start thinking about a clean slate. I like to look at it as an opportunity to implement positive changes into my life, and it's a great time for second chances. So I would like to recommend a book to you that I think celebrates all of those themes. That book is The Giver of Stars by Jojo Moyes. To give you a little bit of backstory about this, I'm going to have to tell you some history on it. So, back in 1934, then First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt created an initiative called the Packhorse Library Project. Basically, it was a traveling library. The idea was that groups of people came together, and it was predominantly women who rode these horses out into very rural areas to deliver library materials to people that otherwise wouldn't have access. So it was a powerful initiative that was designed specifically to increase literacy and increase access to library materials. Now, this is the time period in which The Giver of Stars is set. It takes place in Kentucky, and we are watching the life of a young English woman named Alice. Alice has moved here from England to marry a man from Kentucky, and she's slowly realizing that this is a completely different world than the one that she's always known. She doesn't really know her husband. She has a terrible relationship with her father-in-law. So she's facing a lot of difficulty, and she's having a hard time. And she sort of stumbles upon this Packhorse library. And she meets these women, and she decides to devote herself to this task. And it ends up bringing a lot of meaning and a lot of purpose to her life. She faces a lot of obstacles, as do all of the women, working on the Packhorse Library Project. They face just the sheer elements themselves, snow and sleet and rain, riding horses up mountains for hours and hours a day. But in addition to that, not everybody welcomed the Packhorse librarians with open arms. Some community members were threatening and hostile and even violent. So it's a really thrilling novel because we get to see all of these challenges that they're up against, but we also get to see those truly rewarding moments where what they're doing has such a positive impact on the lives of the people around them. So we watch them grow in their friendships and their relationships and watch their lives change, and they're wonderfully realistic characters. So I found myself just rooting for everybody the whole time, to get through all of the struggles that they're facing. I really enjoyed it. I found it to be such a heartwarming and realistic book, and the characters were just so lifelike that I felt like when I cracked it open, it was almost like I was visiting friends. So I really relished being in that world. I highly recommend it. If you're looking for something to lift your spirits, to really keep you engaged, this is a great, great novel. So if you are interested in checking out The Giver of Stars by Jojo Moyes, come to Chem Free Library. We would be happy to help you find it, and check back in another 2 weeks for another Booked for the Week.